And lastly, on behalf of the sitting commissioners, Jonathan Bleemer and Paul Leonard, and separate from the parting gifts directly from the township, we'd like to give you a small token of our appreciation for all of your hard work and dedication to the township. And now, Bob, the podium's yours.
Am I supposed to open this?
It's up to you.
Bob, we also have a chair for you. I should have given that to you. It's not a rocker, but we can add rockers to it when you need that.
No, I don't want to. I have one. Slice that. Look at the knife this guy has.
That chick comes prepared. That's a knife.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to have help, you see.
Yeah.
What?
And
Yeah.
go down another box. Paper.
It's safe on a rope.
It's easier to rip it here. Okay. All right.
I was having fun.
That's a nice touch. It came in a cosmetics bag. That's what we're laughing at. It's a Sephora bag.
Yes. It's packing tape. We'll get down there yet.
Well, we needed to give Bob a
How many
little bit
more
of a
layers do we have to go here?
Pretty close.
All right. I mean, you really... This card's a gift card from Apple, and says this card can be used for any Mac, iPhone, iPod, etc., from any Apple store. Thank you, folks. I really appreciate it. Okay, now it's my turn to have my parting remarks, and I do have a few props. Okay, well, this is the end of my tenure as commissioner, actually January 3rd, but this is the last meeting. When I first ran in the primary in May 1991, my daughters were 8 and 5 years old. They are now 29 and 26. On November 5th, 1991, I was elected for the first time as your township commissioner. And you can see the splash I made on the front page of the Inquirer. My family joined me as I took office in January 1992. They have been with me every step of the way since then. Next prop. Here's a picture comparison. Girls, you want to just wave? A little bit different. That first Board of Commissioners was comprised of Rich Rulon, Jim Bacchius, Judy Harold, Chuck Bolig, Jules Mermelstein, Kathy Gettner, and myself. Over the next 20 years, much has changed in Upper Dublin. A new township manager, Paul Leonard. Gil High was the solicitor. He took the position in January of 1992. And a new township engineer, Jeff Wirt. Commissioners have come and gone. The township was planning on a major reconstruction of the sewer plant and the office park, but the cost was rising above $7 million, and the board felt it prudent to divest itself of this. Over $20 million was realized from the sale, and the existing bonds were paid off. The majority of the rest remains in the township coffers, which helps us to maintain our AA2 bond rating. In the late 1990s, it became apparent that the existing facilities were inadequate and unmaintainable. While the section with the library and some offices were first occupied in 1992, the older parts, which housed police, Parks and Rec, code enforcement, were a problem, and so began the process to construct new facilities. You know what happens when you go and select the lowest bidder. And yes, we are still in litigation over that. And it's finally going to be coming to trial. So far this year, just this year, the community rooms and the main meeting room have been used over 1,200 times. So it's a well-used facility. One of the issues that I stuck to was accountability for all departments and those receiving taxpayer funds. Just look at the changes. The police department is one of the few which are accredited in Pennsylvania. The operating departments prepare long-range plans, so there are no big surprises when it comes to budget time. And you know I've had my issues with the fire company, but now they have clean audits. And I think that's a great thing. There are true open bids for the apparatus now also. Over these 20 years, I kept my word not to accept gifts of any value, special discounts not available to others, and so forth. Buy me a beer? Fine. But I always paid my way, even to the fire company dinners. The office park has changed too. Once it was largely light industrial, and today it's mostly offices. In the 1990s, it was exciting to have the Expo Center move into a vacant building previously occupied by Honeywell. But there were only 7 full-time employees there. Today, GMAC has over 2,100 workers paying taxes with a much higher property assessment as well. And there's been other new construction. And now we have a comprehensive plan thanks to Jules Mermelstein. More changes will be coming which will enhance the tax base. Open space, recreation, parkland have increased. The referendum to authorize borrowing of up to $30 million for this, for those items, was approved by 2/3 of the voters as the economy was collapsing in November 2008. Since then, the township has added much land. We have the Rose Valley Preserve now, and trails are being built throughout the area. The library has changed dramatically with the county-wide McLink system. You can search out books anywhere in the library network, and they will be delivered to our library for you. Of course, we don't know what the county commissioners are going to do with this budget, but the number of people coming into the library has grown every year as it is improved. Yes, there's challenges remaining. Flood control, especially the office park and along Ambler Road, are prime concerns, which would take millions of dollars, and other residential areas as well. Now, the Board of Commissioners has changed over the years. And you can see here we have pictures from 1994, 96, 1998, 2000, and 2002, and I'll put these out later on. People can just see how the board has changed over the years, the different people, and of course, I've been in all of these pictures. I wonder why. We've also had various dignitaries come to the township. In 1998, the Board of Commissioners was invited to meet with then First Lady Hillary Clinton, and I've also met with former President Bill Clinton in 2008. It's nice that they recognize Upper Dublin as a nice place to come to. Okay, I need to give thanks to people who have helped me over the years. Let me first start with my family, my wife Yvonne and daughters Diane and Laura. Have listened to me complain more times than I can count. Please stand up. You got to stand up, ladies. Come on. I would never have succeeded without my good friend, the late Del DeFeo, who encouraged me so much. Alice and Joe Hendrickson worked tirelessly to support me election after election. Jeff Albert truly introduced me to electoral politics and helped me every step of the way. Jules Mermelstein was a great sounding board for ideas. Dick Drescher, while we're from opposite parties, is a friend and helped me deliver newsletters. Judy Harold always was there, ready with background information on the township. Of course, Rich Rouland was a mentor as I first took my position on the Board of Commissioners. Bob Danaher has been a good friend for many years. Ann Weiss, current clerk of courts, who just got reelected, and her husband John are thanked for their efforts. And there are still more who deserve my thanks. Larry Nathan, Eileen Fournier, Betsy Parzial, Deb Crow, Marjorie Burlinghoff, Wes Wolf, and Peter Blood. Then there is the township staff that I must thank. Paul Leonard, Jonathan Bleemer, Lorraine Narducci, Chief Terry Thompson, Dan Suplee, Jerry Smith, Richard Barton, Sherry Fiore, Greg Breyer, Derek Derica, former department head Sue Lohofer, and all the people that work under them. Of course, my fellow commissioners, Ron Feldman, Ira Tickell, Chet Durr, Stan Robsky, Sharon Damsker, and Rebecca Gushu. And I'd like to thank all of the residents who've been there for me over all these years. It is with a heavy heart that I leave this position, but I know the township will be in good hands. I'll still be around to stir the pot and keeping a watchful eye. Thank you all, and good night. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, everyone.